Well, it's a new day at Little Eden Gardens, and we have been through some really long day of rain. It was the day before. Last night was 27 degrees. As you can see, that our bucks that we had to separate. Johnny Bravo is one who does this, but I've got to get some wood and get that attached more securely. As you can see, it's really, really thin metal. So, but it's holding up otherwise. I'm not worried about it. Looks like one of the babies is trying to eat some food. Do you see her? The black doe? Oh, Goldie, don't be mean to her. And then there are the other three just waiting to get their turn. They're a little cautious of me, even though when you're not bottle feeding them, they're not as comfortable. But you can see they're pretty close to me. There's Dottie. There's the mother of the black doe and tricolored buck. Look how beautiful he's turning out. Look at all those colors. I'm glad the sunlight's shining on him. Look at that. Yeah, I'm still feeling under the weather. Whatever it is, it's got me pretty good. But as you guys all know, on the farm, there is no break. And you're just blessed to even have one person to help you. My husband works third, so right now, and his time is pretty preoccupied. I don't like disturbing him while he's sleeping. So right now we have Winston. Where is Winston? Oh yeah, he's right there with Jack. I see him right in front of me. Jack is on the right. Winston's on the left. Someone wants to come. Sorry about all the ums. I'm just trying to think. Everything I do is live, even though it's pre-recorded, is because of internet connection. That's just the way I like to do things. I don't like planning on doing videos, because I think that is more interesting if you guys are listening to something that's happening in the moment and not planned out. We got too much stuff that is not real these days. So I think it's just better. But anyway, Winston is right there on the left. Someone's coming to get him and the three other bucks Monday. Let's see. They're all getting along really well. Look at the black doe. She's really eating it up. Let's see if I can get close to her. Oh, she's really good. Oh, Dottie, you're not going to let me pet you, girl? Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. Come on, Dottie. Come on, Dottie. Dottie. Dottie, come here. Come here, girl. Oh, she gets a little moody. This is Goldie. She's probably going to bolt when I touch her. Oh, look at that. I get to pet Goldie. I get to pet Goldie. This is Faith's mom. She's the one that all the bucks were trying to mount, so I'm hoping she didn't have problems. She was pregnant, and I noticed her milk bag got smaller, and it worries me. There's Faith, our bottle fed baby, the mother of those two bright does. Bright colored does right there, ginger and cream. And then just completely like I thought she was going to be buckskin color, but she's turning red. I love that red color. They'll change colors over time, over a period of time, to lighter or darker as they get older. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Hey guys. But as you can see, the kennel up there, the wind blew the tarp. I staked down this tarp. This kennel, this tractor has been through it. It collapsed from the rain on one side. And I thought I had it pretty tight. I had a pole in the center to give it some pitch, but it wasn't enough. And when I tried to get the water out of it, it was so heavy, it bent one side of the fence. So you guys keep us in your prayers if you're a believer. And we still have the neighbor's turkey. She said, well, if they want to stay over there, let them stay. And if it doesn't bother you, I said, no, they don't, because they're beautiful. Although yesterday when I came out, they were fighting over dominance with the black turkey that we have, Tom. Yes, we call him Tom. It was our only male turkey, our first one. We didn't know what we were going to do with him, or keep him to breed, or which we have not been successful with breeding turkeys, but we did transition and a move, which kind of messes things up for that for breeding. But they were at it yesterday, and my husband said, just leave them alone, they're going to be fine. So I came out, and they were missing tail feathers, the white and black ones. And I look over, at first I thought our Tom did it. And I'll look over next to the duck pen, there's the dog pen, and Keepy plucked their tail feathers out. And he usually does not mess with the turkeys. So I'm guessing because they were fighting and there's a little narrow path between the two pens, that they might have, when he started plucking their tails, they jumped into the pen. So, kind of a funny story if you ask me. We have gotten some wood chips over. See where the kids are playing? You can tell how rough it looks on the more clearing side of things for parking and things like that. We got 3 piles of wood chips. I am so ecstatic right now. We're going to be using those for those pens instead of the cardboard, or I'm going to let what's there rest, but my neighbor offered to come help me. Also, a guy 3 hours away contacted me about some fencing. He's retiring from farming. And, here I go with but anyway, my grandchild was asking me a question. I asked him to wait a moment. I got contacted from a retiring farmer. He raised livestock. He told me to come get his fencing. I had a Craigslist ad up because our budget was so stretched with all the work that we had done, that I just didn't know what to do. So I thought, well, if someone's going to throw something away, we might as well offer to take it from them. Very sweet guy. And he said just give him a day's notice, and I can just drive up there and grab it. So that should take care of our perimeter fence at the front. It's about an acre's worth of fencing. So we have the whole perimeter. I don't think you can see it. 4 strands of barbed wire, which will be combined with electrical all the way down. My neighbor's already got barbed wire and doing the same thing all the way down. And as you recall, they're the ones who just showed up one day and said, get your work boots on, let's put this fence up, brought the barbed wire. And it was just, I don't know, it touched my heart so much. You don't meet people like that often, if ever. So now we're going to finish off the back. We'll have the front, and then I can start letting these areas rest where the animal pens are. The dog pen and the duck pen, move those down a little bit further. I have another hose that can reach a little bit further out, 50 feet. So I'll move them 50 feet this way, or maybe down. I don't really like the mud, but now that I have wood chips, I can put it on top of the red clay. Maybe go ahead and start changing that is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and start moving them this way. And that way I can get them moved to change the soil texture or absorption, the microbiomes and all that. Would be able to start its own network if it was covered, and maybe everything will be set in place quicker. Anyway, I'll get back.